Artificial Neural Networks. I'm Erlen Pinulyar. I'm from BSTS 3A. Introduction. The human brain can do a billion calculations per second and communicate with up to 10,000 other neurons via 1,000 trillion synapses. The brain can do its duties far quicker than today's fastest computers by employing numerous neurons at the same time. What is artificial neural network? It is a programming paradigm made up of numerous processing components that receive inputs and outputs result depending on predetermined activation functions. Furthermore, a computing system empowered by the brain's neural network is called artificial neurons. What is the relationship between artificial neuron network and machine learning? A neural network is an artificial intelligence strategy for teaching computers to analyze data in a manner inspired by the human brain. Deep learning is a machine learning technique in a layered structure containing the brain function. Biological neural network. Parts of the neuron. Cell body contains nucleus, dendrites, receptive regions, transmit impulse to cell body, short, of, often highly branches, may be modified to form receptors, axons, transmit impulse away from cell body, axon hillock, trigger zone, where action potential first develop, first synaptic terminals buttons, contain neuron transmitter substance, release of stimulates impulse and next neuron, bundles of axons form nerves. This is a architecture of typical artificial neural network. This is a input and output signal. And this is biological versus artificial neural network. Biological neural network, then soma, dendrite, axons, synapses, then artificial neural network, neuron, input, output, and weight. The neuron as a simple computation element. The neuron computes the weight sum of the input signals and compares the result with a threshold value. If the net input is less than the threshold, the neuron output is -1, but if the net input is greater than or equal to the threshold, the neuron becomes activated and its output attains a value +1. The neuron uses the following transfer or activation function. Walter Harpitz. He was born in April 23, 1923 to May 14, 1969. A logician who worked in the field of computational neuroscience. They created the neuron model along with Warren McCulloch. Warren McCulloch. Born on November 16, 1898, he was an American neuropsychologist. Along with Walter Pitts, they created the first mathematical model of a neuron model. Frank Rosenblatt. Born in July 11, 1928, Frank Rosenblatt. Born in July 11, 1928, from New Rochelle in New York, United States. He was an American psychologist. He is sometimes called the father of deep learning. He invented perceptron, single layer, two input perceptron. Perceptron is based on McCulloch and fits neuron model. The model consists of a linear combiner followed by a hard limiter. The weighted sum of the inputs is applied to the hard limiter, which produces an output equal to positive 1 if its input in positive and negative 1 if it is negative.